Hey everyone, welcome to You Can Automate. In the previous session, we have seen what is MobileWright and how to do a setup, and we had written a small test script also. If you have not watched the previous session, the link is given in the description. You can go and watch it. In this particular session, we are going to see how the page objects can be created in the MobileWright and how to write a test script using a page objects. It is very simple and very straightforward. So let's begin with that. In the previous session, we have written this particular small test case where we validated the sign in button. In this test script, we are going to use a page objects and write a new test script completely using the page objects. In the previous session, we have used this sample e-commerce application. We are going to use the same application here. Here my test case is very simple. Here I'll enter my email ID in the email box and then I'll enter my password. Click on sign in button here. So click on not now on this particular pop-up. Once you click on not now, you'll be seeing the lot of products. Here you click on the first products by using the label of this. Once you click on it, you will land on PDP, and here from here I can go and log out. Click on this icon and then click on sign out. So this is my test case here which I want to automate. So for that I'll be creating a page objects and then I'll be writing a test script. So here for inspecting the elements of the mobile application, I am using the accessibility inspector from the Xcode here. So go to Xcode, right click, and here you select accessibility inspector. This is similar to APM inspector where you can go and inspect the elements of the screen and it will tell you how to do it. So first you go and create the pages here. I'm creating a login page here first to add the elements of it. So I'm going to write a code here, export class login screen. Inside that I'm going to have a constructor and then I'll be writing my locators here. The first locator will be my email input. Go here and inspect this email field from here, and this is the email value I got it. So I'll be using this value to write a locator. So let me add an element here with the email. So I will add email input here, and this is my placeholder, and I have added email. So next thing is a password. I'll be adding a password field here, password input, and get by placeholder password. The next thing is a sign in button. For sign in button I will be using a button here. First I need to inspect the button, then let me inspect this one, sign in. The label is sign in and it is of type button. So let me write a locator here, sign in button, and all these things I'll be adding in my constructor. Then I'll declare all my elements here on top, and this is, so here I need to make all these elements as this dot, and all my elements are ready. Now I need to add a function to login. So my function will be async login and it will take two parameters, email and password. This is my code to input the email password and then click on the sign in button. Here for clicking the sign in button I am using a tap function here. This is my method to sign in into the application. Here once I log in, I'll be landing on the home page. Here I'll be getting a small pop-up where I need to click on not now on this pop-up. So let me inspect here, and this has a label as a not now and this is of type button. Let me first create a page object here for a home screen. Here home screen class I'm going to create. Here I'm going to write a code as export class and the class name here, that is home screen. Inside that I'm going to add not now button here as an element here. Let me first declare this not now button here in the outside, and then I'll be adding a constructor, and inside the constructor I'm going to have a not now element. So this is the constructor and I have the element here. This is how it is declared and I'm using the label here. So once I do a not now button click, I'll be having a several products here on the home screen. I need to click on one of the product here, that is the first product. Create a method here, async click on the product. Before clicking on the product I need to handle the not now button here. To handle the not now button I will first check whether this button is visible or not. If it is visible then I'm going to click on it, but I need to wait for few seconds to that button to appear here. This is the is visible method, and inside that I'm going to add some extra timeout here so that default timeout it will wait. After that it will wait for 5 more seconds to see that whether this button is visible or not. So if it is visible it will go and tap on that not now button. Then I will click on the products. So how do I click on the product? Says let me inspect this particular product. This product has some text in it and some label in it. I'm going to select only the partial text here, and that is a crew here. So I will identify the element by using a text called crew, and then I will be clicking on that. So this is the role I'm using, get by role, and inside that I'm adding a button, and in place of product name I will be adding as a crew, so that it will identify that only the text, because I cannot add the entire text here, that might fail. Whichever product has a text as a crew, then I will tap on it. So this is a syntax to add the partial text. Then once I click on the particular product, then I will land on the PDP. So after landing on the screen, I need to click on the sign out button here. So first let me click on this icon and get the elements of it. So this says that label is a profile. Let me add the element name here outside profile button. So once I hover on that, I'll be getting another button here. Let me inspect here, and this is having some label as a rectangle. Let me copy the entire label here and put it outside here and declare it. So rectangle button I have added. So once I hover on it, I'll be getting a sign out button. So I need to click on the sign out button. Let me go and inspect this sign out button here, and this is of text sign out only. So sign out button is ready. Now let me add all the locators for all these three elements here. Profile button, and the name is profile here, and I need to add the rectangle button. Rectangle button label I've already copied, and I'm going to use the same label here. Let me add the rectangle button here. So for rectangle button, the name I should get it from here, screen get by label here, and inside that I'll be adding the entire label what is there for rectangle button. So that is added. Now after that I'll be adding a locator for sign out. So sign out, I need to correct the text here, that is small o. So my all the locators are ready. Now I need to add the method to log out. So this is a method I'm going to add, async logout. Inside that I'm going to click all these three buttons one by one, then I'll be logging out. This method I need to put it outside of this function. Okay, cool here. So after this function I'm adding this logout button method here. So it will go and click on the logout. Then I need to add the test now. The test should do all these functions calling, and it should complete the test case. So this is my test case, and let me add all the import statements of the MobileWright here, and I need to import all the screens also. So test and expect got imported. I need to import the home screen. I need to import the login screen here. So all these three I have added as an import statement here. Then so what is the error here? It is showing some error. Okay, I think bracket is a issue here. Let me correct the bracket. Okay, that is done. Now the test case name is app launches, show home screen, and log out. So this is my test case. First I need to create login object. So const login screen equals to login screen, and then I need to create a home screen object here. Then const equals to home screen equals to home screen. So here from using the login screen, I need to call the login functionality, and I need to pass the email ID and the password here. So you can automate at the rate of gmail.com is my username, and password is test123. So let me add that password here. Test123 is my password. So once I log in, I need to click on that product and navigate to PDP. So here I need to use the home screen dot, click on the product. Then after clicking on the product, I'll be landing on the PDP. Then I will go and log out. So all my test case and test steps are ready. Let me go and execute this. So it is executing the first test case and the second test case also here. So it is entering the email ID, and then it is entering the password. It has to click on the first product. Now after this it has to go and log out. So here I see that there is some failure in the logout, right? Let me see what is the issue. So this is the report it has generated. There is some issue in the sign out tab. Let me go and check it here. So let me first inspect this logout button, whether I have added the right locator or not. So it is, instead of a profile, this looks like the label is a person, which I have incorrectly taken. Let me replace this person label here above. So instead of a profile, this becomes a person here. Instead of profile, let me make it as a person here, person button. and then after this I need to change the same thing here also, person button, and changes are applied here, and I need to add the label here, get by label, and inside that I need to put a person as a text. So after this change I have re-executed, but after that also I see that there is some issue. So let me check what is the issue here. There is some issue in the sign out method only, looks like. So let me go and check it here. Okay, so I have changed to person, but I have not updated here in the method. So let me replace that person button dot tab and run again. So I'm running again. It is entering the email ID and the password, then clicking on the not now, clicking on the first product here, then it has to go and sign out. So execution is done. Let's check the report here. It has some built-in report. I have executed the command to show the report, but it is showing some error when I'm running this particular command to show the report. I need to kill this particular port which is already on. So this is the command to kill any of the port. I will select here Y so that the port will be killed. Then after this I'll be using a command to show the report. So here report is generated, and this is how the report looks like. It has got two test case, the first test case and the second test case, and it is showing all the details here. So this is about the page object and the test script. Go and check in this website, and here it is all the details given, like how to use the different features and how to write a test case using the different features. Go and try this and let me know if you have any questions.